I will share some of the most effective and valuable tips and techniques for consistently producing high-quality products in the printed circuit board assembly process. As you know, wave soldering in the printed circuit board assembly can be a complex and challenging process, and with the right approach, you can achieve consistent results. With over 329 process control points in the wave soldering and post-wave inspection and test, it is crucial to understand the key process controls in the wave soldering and in the post-wave validation, test, and inspection. By the end of this video, you will learn some key process control in one of the wave soldering steps to achieve a good quality products consistently. Let's take a dive into the world of printed circuit board assembly wave and test process and explore the areas that require utmost control to achieve consistently high quality products, starting with manual insert to insert the through-hole component on the board, followed by the wave soldering process itself, post-wave visual inspection, integrated circuit test, functional test, panel separations. In this video, we will uncover the secrets of manual insert, which is an operator-dependent process where the setup must be mistake-proof to minimize human error. In the manual insert work instruction, we would like to check if there is a revision control work instruction that is displayed for the operator at each of the assembly station, and all the components, part numbers, and their description are specified in the work instruction itself for each part number of the PCBA, and the component description must sufficiently detail to ensure that the correct components is being used, especially for those similar components. And the reference designators and the quantity per the part number must also be specified in the work instruction, such as where is the location of the insertion and how many parts that needs to be inserted, and the component polarity or its non-existent, that means components that do not need polarity confirmation, must be specified in the work instruction, and the components in the work instruction must be listed with appropriate order of insertion, such as if component A is to be inserted first, that means it must appear first in the list of the component in the work instruction, and the layout, the bins defined for each work instruction must also follow accordingly. That means bin A should come first for component A that's first inserted onto the board, followed by if component B is the second component that is inserted into the board, then the bin layouts, the B should be next to the A in that order. If you want to uncover more secrets about the PCBA and SMT process, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button right now. By doing so, you won't miss any of my upcoming videos where I will review another process in PCBA which will enhance your skills in the printed circuit board assembly. All the bins and the tray setup must be in the correct position per the work instruction, and also the correct sequence as described just now. And the work instruction must indicate that if solder pellets or carriers is used, make sure that they are being used according to the part number, and the work instruction must indicate if there is top head or separators, plugs, Kapton tape or finger protection, etc. that is used to protect the component during the wave soldering process. And the direction built for the board is aligned to the orientation of the board in the work instruction and also to the wave direction, that which side should go into the wave machine first. And the work instruction must not only indicate that what are the components needs to be inserted, but also the body check for all the components, and the conveyors that enter into the wave must be slower than the wave conveyor speed, and it must be documented in the work instruction itself. And the documented process must have an identification and control of the non-completed works, means that halfway done and operator go for the break. When comes back, the operator has to continue to insert the board, and this board which is halfway done must be identified. And the printed circuit board number and revision must be specified in the work instruction or the line setup instruction, and the printed circuit board number and revision must also cross-reference to the final printed circuit board assembly part number and revision itself. The bare board or the PW part number and revision must be specified in the work instruction or the line setup instruction, and the bare board part number and revision must be cross-referenced to the final printed circuit board assembly's part number and revision as well. Do you want to learn the secrets of achieving top quality products in PCBA wave soldering and test process? Look no further than my expert course on process control and quality auditing for the PCBA wave and test process at Udemy. With my comprehensive course, you will gain invaluable insights to more than 320 control points, from manual insert, wave soldering, post-wave inspection, integrated circuit test, functional test, panel separations, required to achieve consistently high quality results, particularly for advanced applications in electronics, automotive, and beyond. Enrolling in my Udemy course is the perfect way to take your skills and knowledge to the next level. You will receive a complete QPA checklist for mastering the PCBA wave and test process audit and control, along with in-depth explanation that cover all aspects of the QPA checklist. Plus, with this affordable online format, you can learn at your own pace and on your own schedule, making it easier than ever to invest in your future. Click on the link below or scan the QR code to enroll today. There must be a documented guidelines that describes how the station breakup is done at the manual assembly to ensure the line is balanced. The number of assembly stations required must be determined scientifically. For example, if you have 10 or 12 components for insertion, that means how many assembly stations should you use? And it must be calculated accordingly to maximize on the throughput. That means line must be balanced without any constraint. And there must be evidence that the line is evenly balanced, where you can stand and check and look at each and every station's cycle time. It must be according to the defined number of the station breakup itself. There must be evidence to demonstrate that the assembly operators will follow the defined station breakups on the work instruction. That means what the work instruction specified. Then the breakup must be exactly per the work instruction itself, and evidence to show that sufficient time is allocated for the component insertion on each station as determined by the best bit rate of the line or according to the takt time that is required. And the breakup must ensure that the insertion of the subsequent component is not restrictive or increase in difficulties, means that some difficult components should be inserted first, and the breakup must ensure that the snap-in type of components are inserted first or offline, because this is a difficult component to insert and it will have a slightly longer cycle time compared to those components where you just insert. The breakout station must ensure that all the lookalike components must be at a different station or non-adjacent to each other to prevent the mix-up. And the breakout also needs to ensure that components that fit alike or assemble must be also assembled at different or non-adjacent stations where possible. I hope you have gained valuable insights into the process control measures required to achieve consistent high-quality results in the printed circuit board assembly process. If you have any questions or comment, please leave them below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who wants to enhance their skills and shape their future. If you are ready to take your printed circuit board assembly process skills to the next level, enroll in my expert course on Udemy. You will gain access to the complete QPA checklist with in-depth explanation covering all the 329 points, and I look forward to see you in my course.